Hi there. So we've come to the end of tutorial 4. By now you've got a great CAD model, you've got a set of drawings, and what I've shown you was making the overall drawing with a table showing the list of parts. I've shown you making a drawing that has an exploded view and some comments and labels, and I've shown you an example of doing one detailed drawing of one of the parts. Now, there's one thing left to do, and that is take this and actually turn it into an output. So before I leave you with this set of tutorial videos, I just want to walk you through how to do that and some things to avoid doing. So let's go back here. So this is the original model, and I've already shown you that if you go in the view menu and you've got your model, whether it's exploded like this or not, you can use screen capture and do an image capture, and bam, that puts it on the clipboard. And then you can go into your Word document. This is my report on my design project. And you'll write a bunch of other stuff. And then at some point, you will simply paste that into your drawing. Now, as I've shown before, I like to cut away all the blank stuff because I want to have text that is a bit closer to the actual image, and you can do that. And there we have that image that you can move around. I typically like to use text wrapping square, and I don't like to move the item with text, and I don't like to allow overlap. And so when I move this around on the page as I write more text, the text will move aside from it, and I can scale this up or down to fit the page however I like. You can really make a good, compelling bit of a document like that. Let's move that over there. The other thing before you're finished with this is you're going to want to insert in Word, where is it now? Picture, a caption. Should be able to insert caption. References, there it is. In References in Word, you'll see this Insert Caption tool. And I'm going to make this figure 1, and I'm going to call it Exploded View of My Birdhouse. The red roof, oops, is shown. And you'll write a caption that basically explains what the figure is. It isn't just a word or a title, it's actually explaining. So if you're going to read the document, all you're going to, you can actually follow kind of the thread of what's happening by just reading the captions. And that caption can be placed and moved around, but it's best beneath that. So anything that you want to put in your document, you can do like this. You can also, if you want, you can add some text. You can put in some leaders and things just using the draw tool within Word. So that's if you're going to insert the really important figures in a document. Now, the other thing that we've done, going back to SolidWorks, is we've got this drawing package. And you see it rebuilt. And I've got all of these sheets in my drawing package, and you'll have more. I've only got Well, the first sheet is this overall assembly. I've finished completing the table and I've formatted it a bit better. I've got my exploded view, and maybe I'll want to have some more comments there, but now the reader can see how the device is assembled. And I've got the first of presumably many detailed dimensioned drawings for each of the parts. Now in this package, because we had a laser cut part here, we might want to put the full unfolded drawing of the laser cut part, and putting in some notes about where the bends go, whatever you think the builder needs to know in order to make this thing. Likewise, with the roof, you might want to put in the unfolded drawing of the roof, or really it's up to you to decide what the builder needs to see in order to make the thing you imagined without having to come and ask you for directions. And that's really what you're doing. You're communicating to the builder what this thing is and how to make it correctly. Now, when all this is done, we still just have a bunch of electronic drawings. So from within SolidWorks, the best thing you can do is just print it. And in this case, I use a PDF tool, so I'm going to print it to my PDF, and I'm going to select a sheet size that is consistent with my drawing. I've picked a Super B size, which seems to be close. And if I go and I print, yeah, I'm going to save it as Ugly Birdhouse. And it opens up, if in my case, in a PDF viewer, and there's the three sheets together. Now there's a little tagline at the bottom. This is SolidWorks educational product. Not a problem. It's exactly what it is. And my sheet size is a bit odd because it's bigger than the actual drawing size. But if I pick the right dimension of the sheet size, then that should be more correct. And these drawings are perfect as they are. Now, what you actually don't do is then take a screenshot or an image of this and post it in your report. These would be ideally an appendix to your report. So within your report, you'll put the good figures that are clear and helpful and instructive to show the reader what it is you want to explain. And then at the end, you'll attach to the end of it, to the finished file, maybe an appendix section or another PDF file of all of these sheets. And the sheets will be complete, and they'll be on the size of paper that you specified in the drawing selection. Now, the nice thing about 11 by 17 is that if you fold the sheets along the vertical axis once, it fits in an 8.5 by 11 folder. So they actually fit nicely within, even if you're going to bind this and make a paper copy, they fit nicely within a document. So there we have it. You now have the ability to go and make this nice Word document. I would probably print this and as a PDF, and then I would attach this file to the end of it, and I'd submit that and get a great grade from your professor. So that's a complete drawing package and report. Good luck. I will show you some alternatives or some things to avoid in the next video. Thanks. Talk to you soon.